I've been really on my own when I think about it. Yeah, my house is not a home when I think about it. I've been feeling so alone when I think about it. Yeah, nobody really got me when I think about it. I'm really on my own when I think about it.
It's me, SimbaTv, bang! What is good, YouTube fam? It's your boy Simba coming back here again with another reaction video for you guys. Today, for today's reaction video, we got crazy coincidence that actually happened. Now, man, y'all know I love things like this. I love like conspiracies and little things of that nature. Especially when it comes to coincidence, especially in history, because history always repeats itself. And there's some things in history that are coincidental, that is wild. Like the Abraham Lincoln thing, getting shot, and the dude name is Ford, and the dude ran into a Ford, you know, like center or whatever it was. Crazy, right? And I like that stuff, so let's jump up in it.
Craziest coincidences of all time. Many people know who Abe Lincoln and John F. Kennedy are. They're two of the most popular presidents that the United States has ever had. But what not a lot of people know is that the two of them have many eerie things in common. For starters, Abe Lincoln first joined Congress in 1846 and was elected president in 1860. And JFK joined Congress in 1946 and was elected president in 1960. Exactly 100 years apart.
Damn.
They were both famous for their civil rights efforts, which made a lot of people angry, which led to both of them being assassinated. Lincoln was sitting in section number 7 in Ford's Theater when he was killed, and Kennedy was riding in car number 7 in a Lincoln car which was made by the Ford Motor Company when he was killed.
See? That shit's crazy, man. That's literally what I was just talking about, or a variation of what I was talking about. Isn't that, like, spooky to you guys? Like, when I hear things of that nature, like, I get goosebumps, bro. I get chills, like the cold chills. Like, I don't know, it's something about it that is just so eerie, you know? It's just eerie.
Killed. After the presidents died, both were succeeded by men named Johnson. Andrew Johnson took over for Lincoln, and Lyndon Johnson took over for Kennedy.
Really?
Lincoln's killer shot him inside of a theater and hid in a warehouse, and Kennedy's killer shot him in a warehouse and hid in a theater.
Strangest coincidences caught on live TV. Missing person Robert McDonough walks past news crew while they are doing a missing report on him.
What? He said hello to him.
The news crew realized who he was, so they called police, and they confirmed the man was in fact Bob McDonough.
This is Bob. This is you identifying as Bob McDonough?
I think so. It's Bob McDonough. Yeah, he looks a lot like a...
Strangely, he was found completely fine, and he was just walking down the street.
What? Maybe he has like dementia or something and he's just like suffering. But that's crazy. Like, you know, like that's crazy how the news crew can just be right there and then that happens. Like, what?
I'm Jerry, man. Been looking for you for a while. You hurt or anything? No? You cold?
Hey. Well, sometimes timing is everything, Aaron and Shannon, and good news and a happy ending right now. The gentleman behind us you're looking at, that is Robert McDonough. We were doing our last live shot at the bottom of the hour, and we saw a gentleman just kind of walk up behind us, and he identified himself as Bob McDonough.
Insane coincidences that will freak you out. A set of twins that were born in Ohio were separated at birth and were completely unaware about each other's existence. They eventually met each other, but their similarities are insane. Okay, so first, their adopted families named both of them James. They both grew up to be police officers, and
Whoa.
They both married a woman named Linda. But wait, it gets weirder. They named both of their sons James Allen, and each of them had a dog that's name was Toy. Crazy, right? And just when you think that it couldn't get any more weird, both of the brothers divorced their Lindas, and the two of them remarried. And yup, you guessed it, both of their wives were named Betty. I mean, what?
What the hell? Maybe they taking some kind of like twin intuition to the extreme, or I don't even know if they twins or not. They could be, you know, fraternal, but I mean, that's real creepy, man. That's not even a coincidence. That's just creepy, bro. Like, that shit is scary as hell. I be like, bro, you gotta stop. Like, I would do something just to like change that that notion that we do everything exactly the same. Like, nah. Like, you got to change your name or something at that point. Like, I'm changing my name or, like, something. Like, nah.
What are the odds of this? Crazy.
Crazy coincidences you won't believe actually happened, part 6. In 1998, Bill Morgan fell into a coma after getting into a car accident, but miraculously he woke up 12 days later. In celebration, he went and bought a scratch-off ticket where he instantly won a new Toyota Corolla, which was worth about $20,000. After that, he was asked to reenact that moment on TV, so he purchased another scratch-off ticket and won $250,000.
What?
Crazy coincidence.
No! Where is this luck for me, bro? I mean, it's unlucky that he got in a car crash, you know, that's crazy. But where's the other luck for me, bro? My man's won a new car and then $250K? Like, God, I see what you're doing for others. I see it. I'm just saying, brother, hook a brother up, man.
Lincoln and JFK lived eerily similar lives. Both were elected to Congress in the year 46, then to presidency in the year 60. Both married in their 30s to women in their 20s. Both lost a son while living at the White House.
Really?
With 21 letters in their full name with 7 letters in each word.
Okay,
both
that's
were shot
creepy.
in the head by Southerners on a Friday in the presence of their wives. Lincoln in a Ford theater and Kennedy in a Ford car. Each assassin's full name is 3 words with 15 letters in total. They were both succeeded by Southerners with the last name Johnson that had the birth year of 08. An engaged couple was looking at photos to put together a slideshow for their wedding. The woman pulled out a picture of herself at Disney World over 20 years ago and set it to the side. When her fiance looked at it, he was shocked. In the background, he recognized his father pushing him in a stroller as a baby.
This is the shit that tells me we live in a fucking stimulation, y'all. We live in a simulation. Like, we live in a simulation for sure. For sure. No. That would've blew me away. That would've, yeah, I would've been like, yeah, we can't even date no more. We can't live our lives together, nothing. You gotta get out because, nah, we ain't doing this. We ain't doing this.
When her fiance looked at it, he was shocked. In the background, he recognized his father pushing him in a stroller as a baby. Not only did they discover that they had been in the same place at the same time, but somebody actually snapped a picture of the moment they were passing each other. The crazy part about this is that at the time, the couple lived in 2 completely separate countries and would not meet until many years later. She was quoted saying, "I was happy that he proposed to me before this so that I knew it was because he loved me, not because he saw the picture and thought it was meant to be." A woman that was somewhat drunk was on her way to a Halloween party when all of a sudden a fight breaks out and she gets stabbed. She didn't realize that she got stabbed until a guy walked up to her and told her that he could see a muscle coming out of her side and that she should call 911.
Oh, damn.
A couple of years later, she went to get a tattoo of a knife under the scar of where she got stabbed. When she sat down with a tattoo artist, she realized it was the same guy that told her to call 911. 2 women walked into an office to complain that they had received the same social security number, assumingly due to a computer error. But what really happened is that they had the same name, Patricia Ann Campbell. They were both born on March 13th, 1941. Their fathers were both named Robert Campbell. Both were married in 1959 with 2 children the exact same ages. Both worked as bookkeepers, had an interest in oil painting, and studied cosmetics in school.
Bro, that's so wild. That's so trippy, bro. It's literally like, what's that shit called? Doppelgänger, Doppelgänger, Goobagabber, I don't know. Doppelgänger, right? You know, when you have someone that looks like you, acts like you, same hobbies and everything, like goes out in life basically like you. That's, once again, this is the type of stuff that make me believe that all of this is just like a broken reality, that all of this is just planned. You feel me? Like, that is crazy, bro. Like, Imagine that. Imagine that you figure out that this person literally does all the same shit as you. Like, man.
While on a college tour, a family was discussing the solo Star Wars movie that had recently come out and talking about what they thought of it. Then suddenly they noticed that Harrison Ford was on the college tour with them. A woman's friends were looking for her on Twitter by searching her full name, Morgan Knight. They all ended up following a separate Morgan Knight on Twitter that looked exactly like the original Morgan Knight. A woman bought wine gums, which made her think about her ex of over 10 years ago because it was his favorite candy. Later that day, she decided to Google him. It was his funeral that day.
Holy shit. The universe, man. The universe is a crazy place. Imagine that, bro. Imagine that you get a good memory and you decide to check up on that person. And then that person's funeral was that day. That's crazy.
Nurse found out that her colleague doctor was actually a premature baby that she cared for 28 years previously.
What?
These two dogs with one of each eye found each other in the grocery store. The guy on the left was in his future wife's family picture 7 years before they met. This married couple in China discovered that they appeared in the same photo as teenagers before they had ever met. A woman injured her chin at dinner and received...
You know, with this marriage stuff and them figuring out like, oh shit, I'm in your photo. I gotta start taking more photos outside in public. Maybe I'm gonna find the love of my life. I'm telling y'all, man, all the photos of me at Disneyland, at WWE shows, and just outside in general, clubs and stuff, I'm looking in the background, bro. Cause one of these females might actually just be my wife. I urge y'all, if you single, start looking in the background of your photos, man. Start looking in the background. Maybe your lover's there. You don't even know. You don't even know. It's maybe they just posted up waiting for you. You know? Just saying.
This fortune cookie right after. Time heals all wounds. Keep your chin up. This was an Uber driver with his passenger looking nearly identical. This pigeon pooped a portrait of itself on a leaf. Follow for more crazy coincidences.
This is the craziest coincidence you'll ever hear. A woman named Valerie was born and spent her entire childhood in the state of Illinois. When Valerie was 30 years old, she accepted a job in South Florida and moved there. She was the first member of her family to ever visit the state of Florida. After moving in, Valerie decided to go to a local Goodwill store to shop for some new decorations. While shopping, she found a poetry book that she thought would look good in her kitchen. So she bought it for 25 cents. Later that night, Valerie decided to see what was inside of the poetry book she bought. But when she began to flip through the pages, she was shocked to see her own dad's handwriting. The book was a gift to her mother on her parents' 3rd wedding anniversary. This is a page from the real book that Valerie bought, and her parents have confirmed that this is in fact their poetry book.
Wow.
They sold it off at a garage sale 10 years prior and have no idea how it ended up in Florida. What a crazy story.
That's
craziest
insane.
Coincidences of all time. So in 2015, BBC News was doing a story about a 1967 Liverpool soccer playoff game. They were walking around the streets of England and asking elderly people if they remembered the game. And somehow, one of the people that they pulled aside to talk to was named Tommy Lawrence. And Tommy was a goalkeeper for Liverpool in that game 50 years ago. I mean, what are the odds that they would find somebody who not only went to the game, but actually played in it? The interview is pretty awesome because you can see Tommy reliving that day from when he was young. Here's the video of them finding him.
I'm just wondering whether you remember the Derby match in 1967 at Goodison, FA Cup, 5th round, and it was shown on a big screen at Anfield at the
That's
same
right.
time. Do you remember it?
I do. I played in it.
Did you?
I was goalkeeper for Liverpool.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's a stroke of luck, me meeting you. Yeah, sorry, can you remind me of your name?
Tommy Lawrence.
Tommy, nice to meet you. What do you remember about it?
It was a great game, yes. Alan Ball scored the winner.
Damn. Those are trippy, man. I love things like this. It's just, it's a mind blown, man. It mind fucks you. You feel me? Like, I love things like this. If you guys like this video, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button for me. Thank you guys for commenting, sharing, and subscribing. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.